How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Hopefully everyone is having a lovely day. Bengals, Patriots, two teams that, really, kind of had similar games last week, at least in the first half. Both teams struggled offensively. Both teams found a way to mount big comebacks. Difference being, obviously, the Bengals took firm control of their game against the Buccaneers, and the New England Patriots, the best way I can say, I really don't have a better explanation other than the fact that they just didn't want to win this game. How do you go lateraling the football back and forth with time expiring in a tie football game where I would say, even though you gave up that game time touchdown, you still had the momentum, you were still playing good ball. You was moving the football up and down against this Raiders team. Why would you even try that? I'm not too sure I understood that one. Bonehead play to say the very least. I think, in my opinion, again, take it to overtime. At that point, you have nothing to lose. That's what you had to lose laterally a lot. Patriots going to lose this one. Patriots going to be 7-7. Patriots probably felt like they could have won that or should have won that football game. Would have been 8-6 on the season, and again, a really good position to be a playoff team. Now they find themselves in what really is feeling like a must-win situation. 7 losses. You don't want to have 8. 9-8, there still is a window of opportunity, but it's a very tight window. Bengals, on the other hand, find themselves at 9-4, playing some of the best football in the NFL right now, arguably the hottest, or not even arguably, really the hottest team in the NFL right now, arguably the best team in the AFC right now. That's a debate for another day, but hottest team in the league right now. Reeling off 5 straight, or reeling off 6 straight. We can't count. Bengals 10-4 now. What happened last? Where'd the blur? Why is there a blur? They're 10-4. Bengals in great position. They lose out. They're 10-7. You're still talking about them being a wild card team. So they felt pretty good about themselves. Bigger things on their mind right now. That #1 seed, to be specific. Still a possibility for these Bengals if they can win out. Gotta win the division first, though. That's still going to be a tough one. Bengals currently the lone leaders now in the AFC North after a not-so-hot performance by the Baltimore Ravens defense last week. Now they're going to head to New England, playing some really good football. But the question I'm going to have is, this Cincinnati Bengals offense was held to 83 yards in their first half, the fewest yards in the Joe Burrow era. He's going to go up against a defensive mastermind in Bill Belichick. You can already bet they're going to clamp down Jamar Chase. They're going to hold this guy to under 50 yards. More than likely, that's what he does. That's the way Bill Belichick has ran his teams in years past. It's not changed. You see Devontae Adams last week, under 50 yards, 4 receptions on the week or on the game there. Probably going to happen with Jamar Chase as well. That's the way Bill Belichick does things. We're not going to let your best player beat us. Find another way to do it. The problem is, the Bengals got some other options. None other than T. Higgins. Tyler Boyd had a great game last week, but T. Higgins is going to be a problem if you sit there and let him stay single covered all game. But again, what I want to refer back to is what's Bill going to take out of that first half of the Bengals last week? Because something the Buccaneers was doing was working. And we'll see if there's something that gets exploited in this Bengals offense. It could have just been a slow half. Those do happen as well. Could have had a bad half, turn things around. The defense really turned things up with those 4 takeaways there in the third quarter. Really helped this team out. We'll see. That's going to be the interesting one for me. That's the matchup I want to see. I want to see what Bill Belichick can exploit in this Bengals offense. And I tell you what, this is what the Bengals need. I want to see it because this team's going to adjust. They're going to play better. That was the thing we seen last game. The second half adjustments this team made. They've been doing really good with those. We've seen them before struggle in the first half. First time in a while, actually, now that we talked about it, where they've struggled in the first half offensively. We've seen it in the past. But again, they continue to be a dominant second half football team. I think T. Higgins has a big game. I think this guy goes over 100 easy. We might see 150 out of him this week. And I think he's going to be the lead man here. The Bengals are going to be relying on to win this football game. A game I think they are more than capable of winning. And we're going to see this Cincinnati Bengals offensive line really get tested here. New England, 3rd in the league in sacks right now. 5th in the league in takeaways. This is a defense that I can't stress it. I'm excited to see what this Bengals team does against this Patriots defense. This is a team that creates takeaways. They want to run the football down your throat. Ramondre Stevenson has been a stud for these guys this season. 5 yards per carry. You've seen him just go off last week against the Raiders. And they want to do that again this week. I think that's going to be tough, though. I think this is a Bengals defense that has been more than stellar when it comes to slowing down the run game. They are also dealing with injury after injury after injury. They just keep piling up. And it's hard to predict what they're going to do this week because of that defense. I think, again, the Patriots want to win this football game. That's what you rely on. You rely on this defense to create you a couple turnovers. You get a lead, and you just hold on to it. You run that call or run that ball down the throat of this Bengals defense. You keep that football out of Joe Burrow's hands, and you secure this game. And Bengals, obviously, don't let it happen. You know, Joe Burrow's been taking care of the football really well lately. The offensive line has been playing really well lately, and you have every reason to believe they're going to continue to play this way this week. And the Bengals are going to move this football down the field against the New England Patriots. I think they got to get ahead. They got to get ahead early. That's important for this team. And if they can get ahead early, I think they can run away with this one. But it's, again, important if you're the Bengals to keep in mind you're playing hot. You're feeling really good about yourselves, but don't get too overly confident. Every single game in the NFL is a game you can potentially win. You can potentially lose. It doesn't matter how good or bad the team is. It doesn't matter what they look like on paper, especially in today's NFL, where we just about seen the one-win Texans knock off the Kansas City Chiefs this last week. It's an exciting season, to say the very least. It's been really fun to watch, where you're seeing these teams that aren't supposed to win. You know, you're not supposed to see these bad teams lose or beat the big dogs, but they've been really competitive. Not taking any shots at the Patriots. They're 7-7. I think they're playing with their lives on the line this week. I think we're gonna get a close football game. I still don't think you can bet against the Cincinnati Bengals offense, though, that has been on absolute fire lately. Joe Burrow is really trying to inch his way into that MVP talk, slowly but surely getting in there, win after win after win. And it's possible the Bengals could see some Hayden Hurst action here. I think we're getting closer to Hayden Hurst. We'll see. Until then, Tyler Boyd, again, has been making his presence known on this football team once again. This team's got a lot of depth. Again, you're going to knock out Jamar Chase for the game. That's great. Okay, you got to deal with T. Higgins. You got to deal with Tyler Boyd inside. That's still two really big weapons this Bengals offense has. The run game's been improving here. And can they continue to build on it against the Patriots? We shall see. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. We're going to say Bengals 24, Patriots 20. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.